know when it's...
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, hey guys, it's me. I was checking on my microgreens, which, as you can see here, they've germinated. They're ready to start seeing some light. At least my radish and my broccoli are. They were under heavy pressure. They were under several other trays. I was not expecting them to shoot up as quickly because the weather's a little cold. I expected them to be kind of stunted like these are. Sadly, my peas and my sunflowers were stunted, but the others were not. So, because I'm having a little delay with my business license in Coos Bay. But I'm over here at my little worm bin when I was watering these, and I noticed I had one escape, so I went to check, and as I lifted the bag, there were just tons of escaping worms. Let's see if you can...
I haven't got any. There we go. Oh, those guys.
I mean, when I got them, I knew their population would spike and jump really quickly, and that's just the ones that were outside of the bag. There were a bunch trying to crawl their way up, and every time I close the bag, they start doing it again, but they try to avoid the light, so they're crawling back down again. And once they get a little farther down, I'm going to take the bag and dump it back into the big bin where I originally had them, and hopefully they will take... Okay. To that, oh, here we go. More worms on the bottom of the bag. I knew that happened. Alright, that should go into the bag. Alright. There we go. And that's the stuff I hadn't caught. So they'll be happy here in this big bin, because if you can see what they did have is pretty broken down. I mean, there's hay and some pine and whatnot in there still. So I'm going to flip this over so they can go back into their little pile there. And if they need to, they can go down farther. I have this light up here specifically over them to keep them down, because their sensitivity to light. And I'm going to have to take a minute and clear off the worms, because there's going to be, I guarantee there's going to be like a handful down at the bottom of this bag. I can kind of feel them as I move the bag because it's squishy. And I'm not already finding tons. Originally ordered 2,000, and population for worms jumps, spikes really quickly if you have the space for them, and I've had them in several pins, and then as you can see in a large pin. But I tend to have more escapees in the small pin, and once I had the big escape from the big pin, but I have the video of that. Okay, I'm going to put this thing inside out. Nope, another one right there. They're just everywhere, I can't. Get them all. Inside and outside of the bag. That's the one I just flung out over there. There we go. That's what I'm Oh yeah. Can't be afraid to get dirty. Wash my hands when I go back upstairs anyways. Now I'm probably just gonna do that instead of trying to fight them. I'll leave the light on and they'll just migrate slowly to their food source. Hopefully not too many will die lost on this bag. When they've got something to move through, worms will move really quickly. Much faster than they appear. Once they start escaping from this big pen, then I'll start moving them into small bins out in the greenhouse. And then at that point I will start probably putting them in little tubs and maybe going fishing, do some fishery. And plenty of protein for the chickens. So I want to go wash my hands, but these are my beautiful microgreens. These ones are the radish. You can tell they have the red tint over these. And actually I think these are too. There's at least some red in these ones, which makes me a little worried that it might have been like a mix over. But because it hasn't gotten a whole lot of light, can't expect a whole lot.